To old-school veterans, it's an insult to the hardcore difficulty that defined a generation. To the new wave of players, it's the ultimate, unmatchable masterpiece. Elden Ring and Dark Souls share the exact same DNA. Yet, they have triggered a literal civil war within the gaming community. DLD. Today, we're getting to the absolute bottom of it. Did Elden Ring actually ruin the flawless formula that made Hidetaka Miyazaki famous? Or are Dark Souls purists just trapped in a cage of pure nostalgia? Welcome back, everyone. If you've spent even 5 minutes on Reddit, Twitter, or comment sections lately, you know this debate is completely on fire. Let's start with the world itself. Dark Souls didn't give you choices. It was a masterpiece of claustrophobic, interconnected vertical design. If you got stuck on a boss, your only real option was to throw yourself against that wall 100 times, until you learned the exact millisecond to parry or dodge. There was a brutal beauty in that oppression. Elden Ring completely destroyed that wall. If Margit humbles you, you simply turn around. You explore a hidden cave, grab a powerful weapon, level up 10 times, and come back to erase him from existence. Purists claim this completely dilutes the tension. They say the fear of losing your souls disappears when the world is this open. But defenders argue that recycling a few minor bosses is a small price to pay for true freedom. Now, let's talk about the biggest taboo in the community, Spirit Ashes. To a huge part of the old-school fandom, using the Mimic Tear or Black Knife Tish is basically activating a hidden easy mode. They argue that the true essence of a Souls game is the elegant, one-on-one dance, where the boss has eyes only for you. But let's be entirely fair here. Is Elden Ring actually easier? If you look at the mechanics of bosses like Malenia, Malekith, or Radon, their combos are infinitely more aggressive, faster, and more complex than anything we ever saw in Dark Souls. Miyazaki didn't include summons to make the game easy. He included them because he designed these bosses assuming you would use every tool in your arsenal. The conflict happens because veterans try to play Elden Ring like it's Dark Souls 4, and the game ruthlessly punishes them for it. This brings us to the real root of the conflict, a massive cultural clash. Dark Souls used to be a semi-secret club. Being part of it meant you survived a trial by fire that most players couldn't handle. When Elden Ring became a massive mainstream phenomenon, selling millions of copies, that exclusive club opened its doors to everyone. Many veterans adopted a toxic gatekeeping attitude, dismissing the achievements of new players. At the same time, some newer players failed to respect the foundation that made the lands between possible in the first place. It's a war of egos, where we forget that both sides are looking at absolute masterpieces.